Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I have something kinda not common for me, but I was spoiled with some interesting stuff inside it. I don't know if it's there or no, but soon we're gonna take a look. So this is Dell Alienware M17xR2 over there, and it's supposed to have Core i5 first gen. More interesting for me was when I saw it. I took a look on the service tag, and this one's supposed to have dual AMD Mobility 4870. Unfortunately, it's not 4870 by 2, but the difference between them, 4870X2 has GDDR5 memory, when regular one 4870 has GDDR3. But I even don't know if this laptop has any of these cards, if it's still Core i5, what was happening with that. Battery is completely dead, but that's not my point of concern. It didn't come with any charger or anything, but overall, surprisingly, it's in not bad shape. The screen is not damaged. The laptop itself is relatively clean, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to power it on. To power that laptop, I'm gonna use my OEM Dell charger. This is 330 watts. So it should be decent enough to power probably almost any laptop. I guess later Alienware models had some, more crazy stuff like dual chargers, but for regular, and especially this is 17-inch model, should be enough. Okay. Oh, look at that. No damn response. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go to disassembly. Oh. Didn't this charger work? Maybe cable is dead. Oh, okay. So now it's on. Oh, but as soon as he puts it in, it goes off. So it's probably input MOSFETs are burned and shorted, or charger chip is dead and shorted. Just in case, I'm gonna grab another Dell compatible chargers. This is 180 watts. Both of them are working, but just in case. Oh, never mind. I can't use that one. Let me go ahead and see if I have a proper plug or if I have another charger. So I found the compatible plug. Let's power it on. You can barely see, but it has green LED. And just to show that one camera, so this one should gone also. Yep, when I just plug in, it's gone. So let's go to most interesting part, disassembly. I'm gonna put down my smaller charger, and in fact I don't need any of them, so for probably next 20-ish minutes. So yeah, let's grab the multimeter and try to probe the power connector over there. So I need to peel it at least a little bit. Normally you're probably gonna heat it up, but this one, I don't think that I even need to heat up. So I have access to this connector. So now I'm gonna see if it's shorted. So we have So this is sense. Oh, maybe no. Actually, that's an interesting question. I'm not quite sure. I mean, these four, they're gonna be like ground on the side, and yeah, look, maybe that's not short. This one is sense. These two, I have zero ideas. Maybe they're just supportive. I mean, there is something on them. So I guess it's not shorted. Let's try to fit some power into it. Because there is a chance that, as I said, the charger chip controls two MOSFETs, and these two MOSFETs are right there. Actually, over here, it looks like they even put four of them. Usually it's two, and then shunt resistor to measure the current. Let me see if that's alive. I mean, normally it is going to be the last thing to burn. And actually, thermal paste looks either good cleaned up, or no one ever cleans it, and then I'm surprised why this one was touched. So yeah, charger chip controls these MOSFETs to open and feed 19 volts in the circuitry. So in the shutdown state, it can be absolutely fine. And actually, that's going to be an easy test. Let me grab this shunt resistor and check it's the ground. Yeah, look at that. It's absolutely dead, but from a good side, it's not GPUs. It doesn't look like a GPU. So right now, if I put my charger, it's just going to go to protection. No? What? So then I have some questions. I thought this shunt was... let me grab some ground even right there and check what do we have in this shunt. Yeah, there is nothing. I mean, that's kind of obvious for me, because there is nothing. But I neither think that it's going to have any voltage. So yeah, let me actually disconnect that. I'm going to heat this one up. So let's find out if we have any voltage in the system. So let me grab whatever. Oh, that's a USB ground. So there is a sense, ground, nothing. So this is 19 volts, yep. And it's supposed to go to this MOSFET somewhere and grab the central leg, yep. Then it should go to this shunt, but it does not, so it means that voltage is not going anywhere. Power button doesn't have anything. So I'm surprised what changed. Yeah, look at that. Actually, looks like something is heating up slightly, or is it residue from... Well, oh, look at that, actually. It looks like someone was doing something to EEPROM chip. Nothing over there. I'm trying to find any line where you're gonna have at least something. So this is supposed to be 19 volts. There is nothing. There is nothing on this shunt resistor, and it just goes to the ground. I may pull up the CPU and try to feed some voltage, but I don't see any standby power. So question is, where is the charger? So charger is supposed to control those two chips. And I guess I need to peel another side. So the thing which I wanted to show you, which I just noted, look at that EEPROM chip. It has a lot of flux and signs of soldering. So someone already was messing up actually with this board. Actually, you can check a couple of stuff. So CPU phases looks good. This is fine. This is fine. 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 So this one is 38 ohms. Not good, not horrible. And this chip looks like it's also some EEPROM chip, and it also was soldered, so I'm wondering who was doing stuff. And at the same time, this should be ground, yeah, EEPROM. I don't see anything obvious shorted. Yeah, let me actually... I'm wondering if one of these MOSFETs are just fried. But no, it doesn't look like. Maybe some protection diode. That's pretty interesting, but yeah. So 19 volts is on the ground. There is pretty really easy way to trace that, not the gentle one. I'm probably gonna grab the only one thing which I really care if that's okay. There is one big inductor over here, and it's not that. So what the hell in the world shorting my 19 volts? I guess I'm gonna go and do it not gentle way at all. Not at all. Actually, just in case another shunt resistor was there. So this is battery shunt. It's alive and it's not grounded. So, but again, what happens if charger started to stop to work? It's another question. So, not a gentle way, which I mentioned, is a pretty easy one. You just grab bench power supply. You put, I'm gonna put it 1 volt just to be safe because I have no idea where it goes. My best guess gonna be that it goes to something like this protection diode. Actually, it says PQ, it's not PD. But it goes to some protection circuitry, and that one fried. Because I checked all of the inductors, none of them is on the ground. One of them reports like 38 ohm, which is not great, but it is not the catastrophic failure, because it's not zero, it's not grounded. So, let me grab my bench power supply somewhere closer, turn it on and do more investigation. So I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put 1 volt and something like, so 0.15 amps, too low. Let me put, so 1 volt, 165 amp should be reasonably good. So let me hook up some ground, which can be my VGA. And then I'm gonna go and put towards there, which goes right away in the protection. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually grab a thermal camera. This tiny little thing gonna give me a good insights of what's wrong, what's heating up. And based on what's heating up, I'm gonna have some understanding what is really wrong with that thing. So camera. So on this side, I don't see anything, maybe except of that. Is it? Yeah, this one is just blinking. So this side looks cool, no problem at all. I mean, even that heatsink is okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna flip the board. And as I said, I'm putting 1 volt, so it's pretty safe voltage. And I'm gonna put it over there, I guess. This JP blah 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 is the one which goes to the shunt. So I may flip it this way. So I'm gonna have again decent ground, this time from USB. Actually, I still can grab the VGA. Well, maybe not anymore. Let's see what eSATA. eSATA gonna be my sacrificial one this time. So I'm gonna go and put it over there and see if I have anything hitting. Which is, again, doesn't look like anything is hitting at all, which is wrong. So I guess I'm gonna raise the voltage to 1.5 volt so I can feed a little bit more current in the circuitry. And I'm gonna increase the current till like 3 amps. Anything. So looks like something is hitting on another side over there. But at the same time, it may not be actually a valid thing. It just may be a blinking. But yeah, still nothing on this side. So flip it again. Grab the resistor. And I don't see any. Oh, actually, let me shut down the light because it brings a lot of, noise. So there is something hitting over here. I don't see that one. So this is 34. Wait, was it just? Yeah, I guess. Oh no, actually, that was heating up. So I remove the current. It's gone. I remove the power. Now it heats up. It's not dramatically heats up, but it heats up. So now I'm just in case gonna flip the board and see if there is anything on another side. Just to be clear, I'm gonna grab this shunt resistor and see if I can observe any anomalies. But other side looks nice and clean. We can see something is heating up near this CPU, but that's pretty it. So I can turn light back on and do a better looking. So I can see something is going, and it actually doesn't go crazy. That's really wild. So let me grab the macro lens now. Since I more or less identified the place where it comes from, I want to know exact location. Looks like one of these caps. So what do we have? Come on, macro lens. Yeah, looks like it is the last cap over here, and it's 37.8. Yeah, it slightly heats up, but just slightly. And when I turn it off, it just goes down pretty quickly. So looks like this cap is a problem. I mean, I can feed it slightly more voltage and slightly more current, and it's gonna heat up even further. Yep, it's already 42 degrees, so it should be even noticeable. It's barely actually noticeable for the touch. If I crank the current up, now it's 50 C, so now, yeah, now it's noticeable, but it can still, oh yeah, now it's starting to burn my finger. Now it says 53 C. So, we found our potential problem. But this PC27 is a problem. It is not shorted. Yeah. Wow. This is more wild, because I was pretty sure. Yeah, and short. It's not gone anywhere. Huh. Let the board cool. I'm gonna let the board cool down and repeat my voltage test, but that's actually unexpected result for me, to be honest. Yeah, look at that. So I remove the cap, but underneath the cap, it is still heating. So there is a MOSFET, and there is an undercap space. Let me grab the macro lens again, and I'm gonna even increase the current. Yeah, look at that. So now I have the second cap, which is heating like a crazy. Yeah, which is this one. Yeah, look at that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I put it from a side, it heats up quickly. Another one doesn't heat up quickly. The third one, neither. So I guess I'm gonna remove another one. Did I move in the right direction? Or did I get another failure? So first thing first, cap. Okay, this one is that one. Let me put it over here. Yep, this one is completely dead. Now, and look at that. No grounds. Yep, it just was for a while for me to charge the caps. So I guess my next step is, I won't put anything here for now. I'm just gonna clean this up, so it's not gonna be, dirty. But yeah, thermal camera is an awesome thing. For most of the stuff like that, like for this caps, we're gonna give it a try now without GPU for now. I mean, I'm gonna be really, really surprised if this thing wants to have a GPU. I mean, it's not a problem for me to add it, but I think there are some basics which are missing. Like, there is no standby, which is odd. So let's see. I'm plugging it in. Pushing power button gives me nothing. A lot of nothing. And I guess I still not gonna get any voltage anywhere. So around, what the hell? Oh. $19 volts here. Oh, look at that, 19 volts. So some of that stuff is actually was required, because now I have 19 volts on this shunt. That's actually a great news. I may take a look if there are anything on that cable. It doesn't look like. Unless I'm an idiot and I plugged it the wrong way, which looks like I am. Oh boy. So let me disconnect that, just in case. And since I don't have, again, there is a chance that it's gonna post on integrated graphic if it's there, if it's enabled. I mean, there are a lot of ifs, but let's give it a chance. So I have, so probably keyboard was required since this cable was connected even the wrong way. As I said, I saw some Dell machines in the past which had really, really odd requirements. So first thing first, CPU is not hitting, powering button. Look at that, green LED. And let's see if you're gonna get anything on the screen. CPU is warm, getting hot, even more. I'm wondering if it has any Dell logo. However, a good news, ACPI shutdown works. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some radiator. We'll be in a moment. So grabbing some thermal pad and radiator, gonna put it on, even if it's not gonna completely cover everything, which looks like it's covers. That's not great. Let me find another one, it's not sticking. All right, I found another one which looks like it's gonna be somewhat sticky. It's sticking even right now, and okay, looks fine for me. So first, I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah, let me remove the multimeter somewhere inside and see if I can get some data from the screen. Let me see, how can I, damn, it looks like I need to flip the board, which I'm not a fan of, but I may try to at least somewhat rotate it like that. So we should be able to get a little bit of vision, you know. So powering on, green LED. First thing, which is already questionable, I don't see voltage on the matrix. I mean, the screen is not going black. So my assumption, it actually requires the discrete GPU. So I'm gonna shut it down, and I need to do some rearrangement with all of that. Green. Still nothing on the screen. Absolutely nothing. So I guess, look at that. Oh no, look at that. Show me the thing. There was something. I saw Intel logo there, maybe not backlit, but there was something. Let me power it off. Yeah, see the green? Oh, sorry, the screen came gray. Now I power it on. Maybe I waited for a little. Then it's black, and it says Intel in the corner. So it's somewhat alive. Backlit may be dead, but that's fine for me. That's good enough to get started. And then GPU also may raise some question. Actually, just to be clear with that, let me grab some card. I had MXM GPU from I actually even not sure from what, but give me a minute. Well, I said I had some MXM card, but unfortunately I don't see any. So I'm not sure if it's going to be visible on camera, but just to recap and power it on, the screen on camera is almost black, but it should Yep, become blacker. And then in this corner, you see it says Intel. Now the screen went completely black. Probably it's showing something somewhere, but backlit is definitely not working. So I'm gonna try to assemble it slightly more and then see. Oh yeah, there are some letters. So yeah, matrix is active, backlit is not working. Not sure if backlit on the screen is dead, if something wrong with GPU or the board, but I'm gonna go ahead, clean up all the fans, radiators, try to slightly assemble it and give it another shot. So we'll be back in some time. Let's see. So fans, some LEDs, some more LEDs. The screen is gray. It is the reboot. Some more fans kicking. Yeah, look at that, Alienware. Is it anything visible on the screen? Let me try to drop down that one and try to move it slightly so you're gonna see. At least it detects CPU, which is i7 470 runs 173. Yes! So, we are good. It doesn't like AC adapter is non-Dell. Are you kidding me? This is 330 OEM Dell adapter. So, I'm gonna put the brightness back. And so I disassemble it to the point when I can reach out the touchpad cable, and that's why it's hidden, right underneath of this thing. Oof. So, I guess right now I actually will need to put it that way. So, yeah, that was my miss. And it costed me some time to get everything back. So it looks like it, at least it tries to charge. So we got a blue indicator over there. It is maximum as it can open. We got green touchpad, which you don't see. Yep. So that actually posts. Come on. So it detects i7, blah, blah, blah. CD-ROM, no data, and doesn't like AC adapter. Just in case, I'm gonna go to setup. Okay, so in setup, we theoretically should see slightly more details. So 17xR2 BIOS from 2009, i7, 4 gigs of RAM, which we already know. It doesn't show the graphics, which is interesting. Virtualization of performance option, what is that? Turbo mode, okay, nothing special. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna get back sometime soon to it. Thank you for staying tuned.